Hey, what's happening, y'all? It's me coming back at you again with another vid. Now, something has caught my attention while I was still a bit angry, still having a bit of anger and frustration over this whole Wilder turning down the zone offering, which included two bouts with Anthony Joshua. I'm still very angry about that, but the one thing that caught my intrigue is this article that came up on MMAmania.com. It turns out that Deontay Wilder and Wladimir Klitschko, according to this article, are planning to fight each other later this year. Now, according to this article, it's actually going to paraphrase what it says here because I can't see it in front of my screen here, but I will post a link to the article after I'm done with this video in the description box. So it's very, very short. It's very sweet. Doesn't really go into detail. But however, the author of the article had pointed out that the plan is for Deontay Wilder to successfully defend his title against Dominic Brazil, which he's expected to do, and somewhat of a dominating fashion or a horrific fashion, because people are saying that Brazil can get killed here. Not literally, but you know. But the fact is that if he successfully defends against Brazil, his WBC title, the plan is for Wilder is to face Wladimir Klitschko later this year. Now, it makes me wonder that, is this a part of the reason why they turned down the zone offer? Because they may have worked some deal out between Wilder's team may have worked some deal out between amongst themselves with the Wladimir Klitschko's team. Now, you have to kind of put two and two together here, because Shelly Finkel, even though Bert Bunter, who's managed Wladimir Klitschko for the majority of his career, it's worth pointing out that Shelly Finkel has a very good working relationship with Wladimir Klitschko. So now let's just kind of put this perspective here, because if this fight, let's just say if this is really very concrete and this is very solid according to the author of this article by MMAmania.com here. All right. Now, if this fight does come off later this year, Deontay Wilder will definitely make a lot of money on this fight. It is a big money fight. Yes, it's definitely pay-per-view worthy fight here in the States. Now, will he make more money in this fight fighting Klitschko coming out of retirement as opposed to fighting Anthony Joshua? I don't know, but maybe not. I don't know. But the fact is that we all would prefer to see the Joshua fight rather than the Klitschko fight, because Klitschko is old. He's now, what, 43 years old? He's going to turn 43 this year. And, he's not the same guy. He's not the same guy that he is. Let's be real. He's not. Obviously, he's not. He still keeps himself in very immaculate shape. He still goes to the gym. He boxes. He spars. So, but at the same time, as a 43-year-old man who's been through some very, very tough fights, even in the prime of his career, I don't know, man. If let's just say this: if he comes back and he fights Deontay Wilder in his first comeback fight, like his brother Vitaly did against Samuel Peter, that'd be very, very extraordinary if he can pull this off against Wilder. But if Wilder beats him in a very, very, let's say, very, very bad fashion, whatnot, like Rocky Marciano did to Joe Louis, I don't know, man. It's like, let's not get it twisted now. I'm not comparing Rocky Marciano versus Joe Louis to Deontay Wilder versus Wladimir Klitschko, so don't misconstrue my words, people. I'm just providing the context of the situation if Wladimir Klitschko were to come back and he gets knocked out in a devastating fashion if he were to face Wilder without an interim fight in between. So, now, does Wilder deserve some credit for the fight? Yes, he does. But will he get credit on the scale of like Wladimir Klitschko or Tyson? On the scale of Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury when they beat Klitschko. So I don't know. But one thing I can say is that Wilder, if he were to fight Klitschko later this year and beat him, he and Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury will all have something in comparison where they all beat Klitschko, all three of them. So I don't know, man. We'll have to wait and see, if any further details develops on this. Develops on this, and I don't know. I mean, if this holds weight, then then that means that Wladimir Klitschko, obviously the Wladimir Klitschko deal with the zone is a no-go. And in fact, we haven't heard any latest updates on that as of late. So, well, we'll see. We'll see how this progresses. I mean, maybe somebody on the Klitschko's team is going to knock this down, or Wilder's team may knock this down, who knows? But it's also worth pointing out, as I mentioned in my previous video, is that Deontay Wilder did allude, he did mention before his team met with his own executives, just particularly John Skipper over the weekend, or maybe last week I should say, he did mention prior to this, that meeting, is that they already have fights mapped out for the next 2 years. Him and his team, he's already conceded to that fact. So could it be possible that Wladimir Klitschko is one of those fights? I don't know, man. I mean, let me know what you guys thoughts about this one. And again, I'm still pissed off about the fact he turned down the zone offer. But then again, if he did somehow his team pulled off the fact that they were able to close the Klitschko fight, then yeah, I had to say that's a smart business move. Well, in one way, yeah, it's a very smart business move because, again, Klitschko is a big money fight, whether he's retired right now and people still want to see him fight again against a young top heavyweight like a Wilder, or get a rematch with AJ, or even somehow get a rematch with Fury. I don't think people will be clamoring seeing that one, but who knows? Or fight Ortiz. I mean, people would like to see Wladimir Klitschko fight these young heavyweights. Well, Ortiz is not young, but it's still an intriguing fight, so it is what it is. But anyway, let me know what you guys thoughts about this. I'm out.